Hi guys. I wasn't actually planning on doing any kind of camera work this week. I've got a few things going on that are kind of distracting, so I wasn't going to do any vlogs, wasn't going to do any kind of toy reviews or anything like that until next week. But a few things came in, including a box from a fan. So I've got a few things to do and I've got a few things to go over. So we'll kind of dive into a few things here, just for the sake of turning a camera on while the house is good and quiet. You know, I don't have to do it outside, and thankfully I don't, because the humidity is not fun today. So yeah, there's just a little bit here and there we're gonna kind of talk on a little bit, because I want to devote the weekend to kind of getting things worked on for upcoming stuff. For those following Metro Mondays, which more of you need to, because I'm putting up good stuff, people just don't give it a chance. My yearly 3-part thing for my highlight reel of the entire weekend, I got to start getting to work on that because that's next for the Toy December, and it'll be the last three. It'll be the last three installments. I might do something a little bit different this year because I caught so much. I don't think I can break it into day one, day two, day three. So it might just be one big jumble in part one, one big jumble in part two, one big jumble in part three. Uh, I I don't know yet. I have to kind of chop it up, look at it, and there's some stuff I haven't even seen yet because I had a friend of mine doing a lot of the camera work for me. So I need to go through and watch a bunch of other things already, so I have an idea of all the highlights I have to work with. So that's going to be a little bit trying, but I like doing the MetroCon videos. That's my yearly test of just how far I've come, and I think keeping a weekly schedule on getting those things out has been a really good test and challenge for me because I want to make weekly content. You know, I want you to be able to come to my channel on a Monday and find a new video, which is which kind of brings me to the other thing I'm working on this weekend, which is a lot of stuff for the toy tour. I'm pretty sure it's going to be called the toy tour, which is the kind of vloggy, the kind of collector subject centric kind of exploration of the toys in small chunks. You know, as I've said, there's going to be about 26 episodes of that. I already have the subjects planned, and they go in a specific order. One connects to the next. So I know people are going to suggest what to do for the next episode. It's already picked. It's already set in stone. So unless there's a season 2, I can't use it. There's no need for ideas. I've got plenty. Trust me. There's no lack of inspiration here. But there's a lot of stuff going on, and in particular, there's a few episodes I have to go ahead and shoot this weekend, just because some of the toys that I need to talk about for those episodes won't be here in a couple weeks, or hopefully shorter than that, because they got sold. So hopefully that will follow Metro Monday. Once the next 3 Mondays are out of the way and Metro Monday is done and all my MetroCon footage is out, that's when I think Toy Tour is going to begin. It'll probably be an every Monday thing, just so as long as I've got a Monday release, here's a new Monday release. And I might even like specifically tell YouTube time it to release at 8 p.m. You know, so like right down to the hour. So we'll see. We'll see. Um, that's gonna be interesting because I've been kind of practicing ideas and how to talk about certain subjects, and I am hoping to get some discussion going because I want to make it a little bit more interactive. So that's gonna be a little bit trying. That's gonna be a little bit challenging, and I like that. I'm also kind of planning a few things that are going to take a whole week to cover. The last vlog had the SDCC Dinobots box in the background. I'm not sure if I want to do that now or wait until I have Slog in the G1 colors as well. Which I guess I shouldn't though, because by then the SDCC Dinobots are going to be really old, and by then, though as of this video, they're still in stock at Hasbro Toy Shop, so they might still be available to buy in December. I have no idea how they're staying in stock this long. But I want to do a set of videos for them, and that's going to be the one time where I make an entire video dedicated to the box, because the box is just as much of a piece to the set as the toys themselves. And you know the rules. You never talk about the box unless the box is incredible, and this box is incredible. So that's in the works. That's in the works. That's one of the reasons I never reviewed any of the other Dinobots, because I reviewed Scorn, but all the others I wanted to wait until I had the San Diego G1 versions. So those we're going to talk about. Those I'm going to spend a week covering. I've also got a week planning out, and when I say review weeks, I mean 5 days. I'll take the weekend off. You know, just as a refresher for anyone who wants to catch up on them. But I've got a few things. I've been on a big Glyos kick lately. And for those of you, if you don't know what Glyos is, I don't blame you. It's kind of a niche thing. It's a designer toy system that, well, easiest way is to show you. Like here we have, that's a Max Steel from RoboForce. Yeah, RoboForce 80s toy line with like little suction cup bases and like springy hose arm things. Someone bought up the license and made new toys based on them. So this is one that's been rebuilt into Max Steel, not the Go Turbo Max Steel, but the original character named Max Steel. And we'll pull out this one too. This one's from Toyfinity. This one's from Spy Monkey. This is a Weaponeer of Mon Ka. And if you follow me on Twitter, you know I'm very big on the Weaponeers of Mon Ka. Like this line, I'm completionist over. But the appeal to these is the Glyos system, which is interchangeable parts. Everything has the same pegs and sockets. There are no specialty joints. They're all cut joints using this system. So a piece from one fits on a piece from another line and vice versa. And they break down into a bunch of parts. This one breaks down into almost 40 bits. It's just over or just under. I can't remember offhand. But a lot of parts that you can rebuild into whatever you want. And any line that uses Glyos is compatible with any other line. So I have a bunch that look like robots, a bunch that look like aliens, and they can all combine together and I can make whatever I want out of them. And it's epic. You know, and it's a lot of fun. But I got into a big kick of this stuff lately, and I've been trying out some different lines. You see the Weaponeers and the RoboForce. I've been trying out these two. This is a Kabuto Mushi for my Kamen Rider people. Yeah, I like Bugmen. I do not hide this in any way. I went kind of overkill on these, so I bought a bunch all at the same time. Just got these in today too. These are from Nice Stuff. Just weird. Like for this video, for what I'm planning, for the reviews that I'm planning, the only Glyos toy line I really follow are the Weaponeers. So when I look at other ones, I'm very uneducated as to what they are, the storylines, who's been making them, how long they've been making them, you know. And some of these things just go back years, and it's kind of hard to keep track of all the releases and all the colors they've come in. So I've been kind of emailing the producers of these toy lines, getting a little bit of question and answer in, getting some research out of the way so I can pretend like I'm educated about this stuff before I do a review of it. And when I contacted Nick from Nice Stuff, I follow the same generic little, well, it's not generic because I retyped it every time, but with this little introduction, hi, my name is TJ, otherwise known as TJOmega, on my YouTube channel, and I do this and this and TJOmega.org, da 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 da. It's just to get me out of the way, just so I know, hey, I'm not just like kidding around here, hey, I might actually do something here that might mean something. When I got the reply from Nick, it's, hi TJ, you don't need to introduce yourself. I've been listening and watching your stuff for quite a while. I'm like, okay, great. He's a fan. Now I have to buy his stuff. this is the latest Glyos line that I've tried out. These are his Outlanders, and I'm actually quite a fan of that. I'm not usually into subdued colors like that, but that just hits me in the right way. So all of this stuff has been really fascinating to learn about. All of this has been really fun to play with, and I kind of want to expose this to a little bit of an audience. So we're gonna do a few videos related to these. They're gonna be very different in style because I want these to have some kind of air of information to them. Because there's a lot you need to understand about designer toys like this in order to really get it. You know, and to get why these things cost what they cost, and why they are fun to play with, and why they are, you know, a little bit more interesting than what you pick up at Walmart. So, if you know Glyos, this is all just, you know, new stuff. Nothing about this is new to you. The trick I'm running into is I have toys from 5 different Glyos lines, so I can produce a review of each. And some, like, there's some where I'm kind of limited. The Robo Force, there's a few colors. There's like a blue color wave and a red that I'd like to get first before I do any reviews, because so far I've only got 2 of these. But these are versatile enough that I think I can get away with a review with just 2 of them. Others, like the Weaponeers, I've got like over a dozen of those. The Kabuto Mushis, these are the only ones that God Beast produces, so I really don't need to go much any deeper. There's a few colors I don't have. There's a matching green one for this one that I'd like to get. Like, there's a black one, etc. There's a few others I'd like to get if I can before I go about a full-length review here. The trick is the company that actually owns the Glyos system, Onell Design, I've only got 2 things from. Like, here's their Armor Boar, which is one of their most popular ones, in bubblegum pink, because I thought it was funny. I've only got 2 figures. This and another bubblegum pink one, so I can't even demonstrate differences in colors they produced over the years, because they produced the most. They produced a lot of different molds, a lot of different head sculpts, a lot of different, you know, several different figures of several different sizes. You know, they make these huge Kraboth things, which I don't know why I call it a Kraboth thing. Most of the people don't know what a Kraboth is. It's just this crab alien thing. I don't have any of those. I don't have, they have a big rig style toy. I don't have that. Don't have any of their large scale toys. I don't have enough. Okay, the one Glyos producer that I don't have enough for in order to make a review is the originator of Glyos. So the irony does not fall silent on me. I get it. This, you know, I decided to do a review week. Oh wait, I don't have the guys who actually created it. So I am gonna put in an order of more. This current color wave I've kind of warmed up to. It's all brown tones, and I'm not too big on it, but I kind of like it a little bit. So okay, yeah, let's go with it, because there's some awesome color schemes out there. He's produced them in gold and like red and silver combinations. There's one colorway that is dark blue and light blue, and it is so Mega Man, and I am so upset that I didn't get that colorway. So there's a few out there that I'm like, oh, I wish I had more. So we'll see if I can't get a hold of more before I dedicate myself to getting a review of those out of the way, because above all, I need more of that before I can get on that. But it's really cool, really fun stuff produced by very cool people. And I really want to get a little bit of that out into the air. You know, I want to signal boost that a little bit, because these people do incredible things under incredible circumstances. And I'm still goofing with them. I got to put those down, because we got more to do. We got more to do for this vlog, because I don't want it to run too long. Let's get to this. This is a box from an awesome dude named Justin. Now you'll notice it has already been opened. I cut this thing open, but I have not unpacked it yet because I knew everything that was in here. Like, that's the rule. Don't send me anything by surprise because you don't know if I have it or not. I don't want you sacrificing the money to ship it or a piece of your collection just to send me something I've already got. So I try to curb that as much as possible. But the first thing I do is open this, and there's an envelope inside that says, TJ, please read first. Now, I don't know if he wants me to read it on camera. We're going to. So, automatic. Okay, that's not what a letter's supposed to do. So there's something in the envelope. I get the idea it's supposed to be a surprise, but I don't think I'm going to be able to avoid. We're going to hear. Okay. Okay, let's see. See, TJ, I know you have been having a tough year. It actually, not to make fun of you, Justin, but it actually says, I know you have been having a year. There's one H2 extra, too many in there. I know you have been having a tough year, so I am sending you a little hope, Justin, on a time to chill post-it note. Which I guess that's what... Oh. Okay. Oh, that's a little bit of hope. Oh, man. He sent me a blue lantern ring. Oh, that's neat. Oh, that's neat. Painted it and everything. That is awesome. Okay, now this is the... Okay, this is kind of where I say don't send me anything by surprise, but in this case, the sincerity and the meaning behind it's so cool. I don't care. I don't show the wall very often, but if you see the east wall where my TV and my closet are, in between there's this little sliver of a wall, and on that wall there's one little shelf, and on that shelf I have my Metrocon AMV trophy. I have my two favorite Kamen Rider figure arts, Gills and Stronger, and I have a little display of all 9 lantern rings, including a Hope, a blue lantern ring. And I've painted mine up too, but I went the opposite way. I painted the backing of them, like around the sigil, in a darker color to make it like pop in its natural color. Whereas he's gone the opposite route of highlighting the sigil and the ring, like literally the ring around the ring in silver, which is just much easier than what I did, and I actually kind of like how that looks. That's actually really neat. So now I have 2 blue lantern rings, which gives me 10 altogether, so now I can be the Mandarin Lantern and my world domination can begin. But that... You know, I love the sincerity to that. Like, you know, that actually has cool meaning to it. That's actually really thoughtful. Thank you, dude. That is awesome of you. Okay, I'm gonna set that down very carefully, and I'm gonna find a special place for that. So, the rest of the stuff I know, unless he snuck someone else in here. Now I have no idea. Got a lot of bags. Let's see where Justin shops. See where he shops. Oh, Justin shops at Walmart. See, open blue. Oh, I have a black Walmart bag and a blue Walmart bag. You're cheating on your Walmarts. Let's see. Generic. Thank you. Like a Chinese takeout place would have. Straight up black. Thank you. Gonna be brown one. Thank you. Have a nice day. I'm having a nice day. Man, this is well packed in here. So here we have a Figuarts Gokai Green. You know what upsets me about this? I used to have Gokai Blue, and I ended up selling it because I didn't have any of the other Gokaigers. Ah. Okay, so now I've got a Gokai Green, and now my Gokai Blue's long gone. Never got a Gokai Red. I always kept putting that one off. And then the girls are expensive as hell, so I never even bothered. So now a Gokaiger is once again returning to my display shelves, and I just redid my display shelves, so I'm not quite sure where he's going to go just yet, but we'll find a good place for him. Unfortunately, not going to be able to review him because, if you'll notice, Navi, he ended up selling individually, so I don't have a complete figure there, which makes it ineligible for review. Oh, I accidentally hit something on this one. This is a WAP figure. The Wizard something figure. I don't know what WAP stands for. This was the discount line when you couldn't afford a Figuart. This was their like gimmicky line for the year. And because the man is magic, in order to reflect that in the toy, there's an LED light up in his head. Water. This is neat. I just got in the Flame Dragon from the WAP line, which I got basically because it was, when I found it, it was like $8. And if you see my belt wall, what I've done is I put the Figuart of that rider beside the belt to kind of make it look a little bit more, a little bit cleaner. And there's a few there that aren't Figuart, but they're close enough. I need to get Hibiki, because the Hibiki I've got there now is like 2 inches too short. But I got that one just because I don't have the Figuart Wizard, and that was for like $8. Hey, it's a red Wizard figure, so it fills the space for now. You know, and I love the look of like the dragon forms. So, but I actually like this. I was curious about these guys, how the like normal Wizard forms turned out. So I've got water now, and that's cool. So, yeah, who knows? I'm accidentally starting a collection of Wizard WAP figures, which is, you know, going quite well with my arms change figures from Gaim, which I'm up to like 10 now, and still can't get the Ichigo and Pine arms set. Okay, Justin, good man. I'm going to say that right. Good man. This is the Figma Kamen Rider Camo, but on the Figma bag that is meant to store said figures and accessories and whatnot, he has written Kamen Rider Verde. So the man knows the proper origins of the toy. This one really interested me because I don't have much Figma. The only Figma I have are the Nintendo Figmas, the Link I reviewed, and I also have Samus and Pit. So I've very rarely dabbled in them. I don't have any, and I have no female Figma, which is their bread and butter. And like, I'm begging you, like, the second you do like Alina Inverse, who, yeah, her, you know, the redhead from Slayers. The second you do her, you got my money, Figma. Though the Kill la Kill figures look really nice. I might go for those. But I was really curious about how their figures came out. Like, I'm not big on Ryuki typically as a design, but I do like Verde's design. I like the chameleon motif. And I really wanted to see how Figma did their Kamen Riders. Because for those who don't know, for those who don't follow why a competing toy line actually has a Kamen Rider, they did this really sneaky thing where they over here we got Ryuki as Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. Well, what happened was the company that did Dragon Knight resold the show to a different channel over in Japan, and they aired it dubbed into Japanese, still as Kamen Rider Dragon Knight with all those names and terms. That gave them the right to license out Kamen Rider Dragon Knight, which is using all the original designs and everything from Kamen Rider Ryuki. So Figma's not stupid. At the time, they hadn't done Figuarts Ryuki figures yet. So they rushed out Figmas of all of the Ryuki riders, and they got a lot of people buying those up. Until the Figuarts started coming out, and then you couldn't sell any of them. You couldn't resell them, and the stores that still had them were screwed. I still see mountains of these things at MetroCon every year. But having Figuarts for so long, and the thing is about a Figuart, and the reason I don't review them so much anymore, they're really all the same. When you get down to it, aside from a couple changes in articulation here and there, they're really all the same figure. You know, they're all molded really well. They all have a bunch of accessories and really good articulation. You know, and they're generally accurate to the show, you know, with a few odd exceptions here and there. But there really isn't a bad one, and reviewing more than one feels like I'm reviewing the same thing. So I'm really curious to see how another series that does really, really cool, like, I want to say high-end, but they're really only high-end compared to what we get for action figures. I want to see what another company does with the Kamen Rider designs. So I was always curious about the Figmas, so now I get to experience it a little bit. So Justin gives me new experiences. He gives me hope. Gives me hope. That's much more important than new experiences with toys. So, dude, thank you. Thank you very much. I mean, that was really thoughtful. This was really cool. I've got a lot of stuff to play with right now. I had to end this now and start cutting bags open. Alright, so that's our vlog for the week. I have to come up with logos and intros and everything for Toy Tour, which I'm calling the Toy Tour just so I can call it T3. Just so my life can have another T3 in it that isn't a terrible Terminator movie. I'm not going to make any promises because I usually end vlogs just ranting about how I'm trying to get things done. Right now, I honestly don't know what I can get done, but I'm going to get as much done as I can. So, I'm going to go play. You guys go play. Go, you're toy people. Go find something to play with. Have fun. Have hope. It's the important thing. Have hope.